Hi everyone, time to shine Nick here. So yeah, well before I start, this bit of hair has been had a life of its own all day. I don't know if it's because of the heat just now or something, but I keep getting this tuft just kind of hanging out, I had to swoop it back, you know. So just excuse me if that sort of comes out throughout the video. Yeah, and also noticed that my lipstick's quite bright in this light as well. It's not actually as red as this. It's actually meant to go with this dress. It's purple, or supposed to be purple. There we go, you can see it's purple. But yeah, the lipstick's actually a kind of sherry colour, like red purpley pink, but on this light it looks quite red. Anywho, back to the point of this video. So, I thought it would be a fun video. People like, you know, seeing other people's tastes in fashion and, you know, beauty and things like that. So, I've got 5 pairs of shoes here that I either wear regularly or they're just my favourite shoe for a certain type of occasion. So let's get started. So the first pair I'm going to show you is my favourite smart shoe to wear. So work shoes, but it would be for, you know, interviews or something, or I would actually use them for maybe going out for dinner or something, so I'm not walking in them too much and stuff. So I'll just bring them to you now. So it's just these here, so I'll see if you can see them. So it's suede in the front here, and also bits here, and as you can see it's quite shiny there. It's all patent, or patent, I don't really know how that's pronounced, patent, around there. And it's got a lovely buckle, and I'm generally a size 7, but these were a size 8 and they fit really well because of this buckle. They're really snug. And what I like about them is this heel. I don't do very well in heels, like I get sore feet really easily, but for some reason this heel is perfect. I don't get any discomfort whatsoever. These were from BHS. Now BHS obviously is closing, but they were doing a sale before they shut, and I got these, I think they were £25, but they were reduced to 17 because of the sale they were doing. And yeah, best shoes I've bought in a long time, so I love those. Second pair of shoes is my favourite comfortable trainer shoes. So these are slip-ons, and they're Skechers trainers, and they've got lovely roses on the side. And yet again, they are one of the most comfiest shoes I can wear, and they got them from Jenner's, and it's a kind of fancy shop in Loch Lomond, so got them. And yeah, I remember it was quite funny because I wore them for ages, like a few years ago, and then I moved flat, and then there were certain things I'd misplaced, and I went through my cupboard a few weeks ago, like just clearing it out, and I found these shoes, and I was like, I've not seen them in like forever, so I'm glad I found them again, and I've been getting a lot of use out of them, so that's good. Third pair is my favourite going out, night out, going to a club kind of shoe, and it's these here. Now, the reason I bought these is I do pole fitness, and part of that is doing some dancing in it as well, and a lot of the girls have sort of real these pleasers, like pleaser shoes, and I didn't really have the money to invest at the time to get those proper ones, so I bought these ones in the meantime, and they're not too bad, but actually, because they're shoes from New Look, I use them for nights out, and it's the highest heel shoe I've got, and they're not too bad. Like, I do get a bit sore after a while if I'm walking in them too long, but yeah, they are nice. You can see there's a bit of a scuff there. I'm not going to try and pretend that's not there. That's because I did do a class called it was pole flow, so it was like really basic sort of flowing class for my pole fitness, and I did use these shoes and they did get a bit damaged, so it's probably better to get real pleasers, but I will get them eventually. So yeah, that's how high the heels are. Just bring them a bit closer. You can see all they're quite sparkly. Every girl should always have a sparkly pair of shoes. So yeah, these were for New Look, and I think they were think they were like £20 something or maybe 30, I'm not sure, I can't, they weren't any more than 30 something anyway, so they weren't too bad. But for that, you know, kind of shoe, you know, that's kind of new look standard for that kind of pair. I could only find one of this shoe, but yeah, I really should stop wearing these, but I always go back to them. I've had these high heel shoes since I was about 14. They were my first pair of heels ever, and they've just always been my go-to shoe. And yeah, I really should stop wearing them though, because they're so old that my feet are painful in them within like 10 minutes of being on my feet. So I don't know whether it's just because of, you know, they're quite flimsy now, and my weight on them is just, it's too much for me. They are still really nice. I mean, after being that old, they still look quite intact and quite pretty. So I would say that's a favourite shoe, because I always wear them a lot. If I can't think of any other shoe to wear with an outfit. So yeah, the worst story I can tell you about these shoes is I was on a night out once a few years ago, and I'd been on my feet far too long, and I was walking down Sauchiehall Street off down to get a bus with someone, and that person had to literally escort me through the town because I literally was collapsing on my feet with these, and I had to take the shoes off and end up walking in my tights because it was agony. But these shoes have served me well, you know. As I say, I'm making it sound really, really bad. I actually do like them, and I have worn them so many times. It's just if I'm on my feet too long in them, it just bleh. So yeah, I thought that they had to make an appearance in this video. And lastly, fifth shoe is my regular, just about everyday shoe, because I wear them to work every day, and it's these shoes here. So quite dark, so I'll try and get a better light for them. So they're just basic leather shoes, kind of dolly-ish shoes, but they're kind of bulky, so they're kind of almost sort of, I don't know, almost a trainer shoe, but they're not quite trainers, but they're not quite dolly shoes either. They're kind of in between, but they are comfortable, and yeah, and they're quite reasonably priced out of a shop called Deichmann's. You know, they're always good to get shoes from, you know, if your emergency shoes, like if your shoes fall apart, because obviously if you're walking in them all the time and you're going to work in them, they are going to fall apart eventually. So that shop, including Shoezone, is really good for just jumping in and getting a pair of shoes, not worrying about your bank account too much. So yeah, so that's the shoes I wear quite a lot, and they are quite smart to wear with most trousers and skirts and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my list of top 5 shoes. If you want to tell me about your favourite shoes, or you can do a video and, you know, link it to comments, I can watch it. And what was your favourite shoe of mine that I showed you? And any feedback, I am always open to that. And if you like this video, go to my channel, and there's so many more things that I've got uploaded there, and I do try to upload a video once a week, so keep an eye on that. Follow me on Facebook, I'm under Nicola B. Subscribe here if you haven't, and I'll hopefully catch you in my next video. Bye!